Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. We're gonna talk about the streaming wars and maybe where Crunchyroll fits into all of this. I don't think it's gonna look very good for smaller streaming sites like Crunchyroll and Rooster Teeth, especially with WarnerMedia consolidating the way that they are. This came out, well, I'm going to say yesterday, deadline. By the time you're watching this video, it's probably been a couple days from now. We're actually pre-recording some videos. We're going to be doing some traveling over the next couple days. So this one was actually kicked over by a friend of mine, talking about Moody's, saying that these smaller streaming sites are going to have to partner up or they're going to get obliterated. So Moody's top media analyst says smaller SVOD, that would be a streaming service, SVOD players will need to partner up or be acquired. So this is kind of what HBO is doing right now, or WarnerMedia is doing right now, where they're consolidating everything into HBO Max. And I do think that Crunchyroll is either going to get rolled into HBO Max or sold off. We're going to talk about what a bad deal Crunchyroll actually is at this point. It's not a very good deal for somebody looking to acquire it, not for the asking price. So here we go. The top media analyst at big credit ratings agency Moody's said the SVOD world is splitting into two tiers and that smaller players like Discovery, AMC, and Lionsgate are probably going to need to partner up in some fashion or just be acquired to achieve the girth necessary. If not, said Moody's senior VP, they'll be relegated, and that might be fine, to being a tier 2 provider, but churn will be high and it will be hard to get the attention of folks as a streaming platform on a standalone basis without having consistently superior content that attracts people in their own right. So he spoke at this Goldman Sachs media conference on Thursday, a 3-day event with earlier presentations by Discovery, Lionsgate stars, and some other folks. So he just slammed them. They're like, hey, we've got our own streaming services too. And he's like, yeah, you guys are going to have to partner up with a bigger fish or you're going to get eaten. The future of television distribution is clearly here. It's direct-to-consumer streaming and it's AVOD, and more of the money that has traditionally been spent in linear television needs to be gradually moved into this space. And it's all about scale. Scale to attract the talent and to achieve the lowest cost per viewing hour, with the goal of being what we would refer to as a tier 1. That would be Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, some of the other big streamers. I think HBO Max will probably be there pretty soon. It would be a global platform with lots of subscribers. Netflix is there. Disney Plus appears to have all the makings and markings, and HBO Max also appears to be there, although he thinks they made an error in their pricing that could stall their growth. No, I think the biggest problem for HBO Max was that they weren't available on Roku and Amazon on day one. That was a huge miscalculation. A lot of people are like, yeah, you got some good shows, you got some good movies, but damn it, I'm not watching them on my PC. I'm not watching them on my gaming console. So what this means is that everybody else is either way too small in terms of how much they spend on content, and they're still heavily reliant on the linear programming. Others in the bubble like Comcast, which recently launched Peacock, and Viacom, which is rebranding now, they're going to be called Paramount Plus. I really like what I'm hearing out of the company and their efforts to consolidate and rebrand, but that's it. There's going to be too many of these damn streaming services, and something's going to have to give. And when it comes to streamers like Rooster Teeth and Crunchyroll, these smaller platforms, it's like they're very, very niche, and you can get anime on Hulu, you can get anime on Netflix. There are multiple new anime sites that are free, like Retro Crush. So yeah, people aren't going to pay an extra $10 or $15 a month just for anime, as much as Crunchyroll would like to think that they're going to. When there are umpteen other streaming services out there, I don't think it's going to be a very good value, right? So they're talking about churn and all that, which basically means people are jumping ship. So look, let's talk about Crunchyroll again one more time. Well, until they get sold. Again, last year we heard a rumor that the long-term plan for Crunchyroll was to possibly roll them into HBO Max. Now we see that DC is doing that. DC Universe is already taking all of their shows and pushing them on HBO Max, and all that's going to be left on DC Universe is comic books. That's it. It's just going to be digital comics from here on out. All the, Harley Quinn and Titans and Doom Patrol and all that stuff is going over to HBO Max. And we heard that this is what was going to happen with Crunchyroll too. Now, it looks like things changed. And there's a lot of stuff going on with WarnerMedia right now. And they're talking about how Crunchyroll was being pimped for $1 billion. Now, here's the thing. There's no way in hell Crunchyroll is worth $1 billion. There's no way in hell Crunchyroll is worth $1 billion. Fox bought Tubi. I mean, we're talking Tubi has, or they claim that they had 25 million users as of December. 25 million users using Tubi. Now, they pulled a lot of that content off. I think a lot of that went to Peacock, but they still have a lot of old shows on there. They have anime on Tubi, right? And it's a free service like Peacock. And they have 25 million monthly users, right? Crunchyroll has like 3 million users or 3 million subs or something like that. Fox bought Tubi for $440 million. And they sold their stake in Roku. Okay? So Fox bought Tubi with 25 million users, and it's ready to go. And I think that that's why they bought Tubi, was they're like, well, cool, we'll just take some of that Disney money and we'll just go around and we'll go buy a streaming service that's already set up, that already has a user base, and we'll just sit on this for a while and see what happens. Maybe we'll start putting some more content on there, make some Tubi originals or something like that. But there's no way in hell that Crunchyroll is going to be sold for $1 billion. I don't know what they're smoking. I mean, they're smoking something. They gotta be smoking something. It's not worth that much. I know they have a lot of originals and all that, but they're making a really good case for it. They're trying very, very hard to make it look like Crunchyroll is worth a lot of money. This was out there a couple of days ago. This Licensed Global had a 10-minute interview with Crunchyroll, and it was another one of these like sales pitches where they're like, Crunchyroll's worth all this money, guys, and the branding and anime's huge. Anime's awesome. Crunchyroll currently manages all rights for more than 350 anime titles. We've got lifestyle, fashion, and home goods products from fans' favorite series. So Crunchyroll is a lifestyle brand. That's great. Anime is an incredible storytelling medium that crosses many genres. Anime is great. Anime is where it's at, everybody. Please don't sell us WarnerMedia. Please don't sell us off. I don't think Crunchyroll is going to get $1 billion. I don't know if they're going to keep it or not. It looks like they're absolutely going to be smushing all these streamers together. I think WarnerMedia is going to be doing a lot of it because for them it's all about HBO at this point. Everything's about HBO. So, and I think 2 years from now, we're going to see a lot of these streamers be casualties. Nobody's going to want to subscribe to 15 different streamers at $10 to $15 a month. I mean, it's absolutely insane. You're talking 2 to 3 times what most people pay in cable at that point. What's the purpose? What's the point? I mean, we cut the cord on, I guess we cut the cord on DirecTV a couple of years ago, and we got the TV package with Hulu, and it's creeping up. It's like $65, $70 a month for the Hulu Premium with the TV, and it doesn't even have a lot of TV channels, to be honest. It's got a lot of the ones that we watch, but for many people it wouldn't be the ideal package, I don't think. So yeah, I think we're going to see a huge shakeout in the next couple of years. I think Apple is going to be one of the first casualties for sure, and I don't think Peacock's going to make it either, but that's just me. Crunchyroll, one way or the other, it's gonna be gone. I don't think it's gonna survive in its current iteration, but who knows. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk to you guys later.